Yo, CH the Great. This is it's the truth with proof. The truth with proof, the truth with proof. If you nice with the sports, then he swooping through. He gon' highlight you. Ain't nobody live like us, fly like us. We gon' find you, put the city behind you. Let us know you got skills, we gon' be at a game. In the Northwest, we reppin' the city where it rain. Like, look, y'all, stats is up. We about to crush y'all, rather b-ball or football. Good luck, dog. Take an L when you come against us. Shooting threes in your face, you about to get crushed. You win some, you lose some. It's the truth with proof, where you getting your news from. Yeah, and we back on, streaming live every Tuesday, Converge the platform. It's the truth with proof, the truth with proof. It's the truth with proof, the truth with proof. Hold up.
What is going on, family? Listen, I'm kind of still on a high. I am not going to lie. I want to give a big shout out to all my family at Converge. Man, we won an Emmy, you hear me? But it was the experience of a lifetime. That was one that you can't, measure or take back from that moment. You know what I mean? I think I seen everybody that helped me get to where I was at right here. It was all there enjoying the moment. So I want to give a big shout out to O for making sure all of us was there. Some moments that was really key for me was all of us on that stage taking that group picture. That meant a lot for me, for them to see us as a family. So that was always good. We're always better together. Just make sure y'all know that. And two, like just seeing Salman having a good time, like everybody that was a part of Converge, we just had a smile on our face and was just genuine. We were genuinely happy about what we have accomplished. And that was all thanks to Big O, man. He's a foreseer of all of this, man. He kind of makes everything roll. And I want to appreciate him for seeing something in me, because he didn't have to, but he did. So I appreciate him for doing that. But, it's always you made me improving the play, man. I tell you, I'm always in these streets around here, okay? And I'm always going to be here trying to promote everybody and everything that's got things that got going on. I just want to give a big shout out to Treyana, the queens of Converge. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's, doing something positive, Salman, because there's a lot of positivity going on around here. Even though it's a lot of negative going on just around us, amongst us, it's a lot of positivity, man. Some good energy, man. So I really appreciate all of you guys and that good energy y'all bringing. I want to give y'all one thing that maybe, listen, man, if y'all know me, Lil Red's Barbecue, Red, what we call him, he's a big mentor for me. He's seen something in me when I didn't see something in myself. But I got a text message right now from him, and he said, I got a call of congratulations. I made some national list and was rated the #1 barbecue restaurant in the state of Washington for 2022. My plaque will be in the mail in 3 weeks. Dream plus hard work equals success. Don't say nothing about this, please. Ha! Wrong. I'm going to say it. You know why? Because it needs to be said. And everybody needs to know it. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows it. And you know what? He's going to give me a slice of brisket when I get there anyway. I will, I'll put it like that. I just want to give him his flowers just like he gives me mine. I really appreciate him and what he does. We got a lot of events going on, Salman, today. Delbert Richardson, he has an event Saturday. Africa Town has a boot camp that they're going on. I think it's going to be a great boot camp, a journalism boot camp. When have you ever heard of that, right? And we're putting it, Africa Town's putting it on. That's a great step in the right direction. I think that's something we can't control. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm still drunk off this little Emmy and party and all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, just me being in the building, seeing that was one thing, but then being recognized and saying, just hearing proof in the play's name was everything to me. That just means that somebody somewhere out there recognized the work that I have put in, even though I wasn't looking for it at all. So I thank everybody for the love and the support and the thank yous and congratulations and all of that good stuff. This ain't the end of me. I got a lot more in the tank, baby, and I'm charged up. You hear me? Now, when we come back from break, I got a dynamic duo. I known both of them for a long time, but they got a lot of, they entrepreneurs, okay? And we're going to just, keep the money coming, And Salman, get us up out of here so I can get with this dynamic duo.
Damn, Echo, you savage.
Big night, baby, getting that roof Chris. Short temper, so you know I'm kinda ruthless. Bad pass, roll one, time to elevate. Yeah, part-time smoker when I medicate. Big step, a couple hoes up in the Dino. Fly 'em out to Vegas, couple just in the casino. Mean rep, I had to earn it, others buy it, money burning. I work harder, I deserve it. You a groupie, you a bird. I'm a
When COVID first hit, I was very afraid. There was so much things that I had to keep inside because I didn't know where to place my feelings. Most of my information for COVID is from my own research. I'm a doctor in educational leadership, and when the FDA approved Pfizer, it helped me realize that the vaccination is healthy. We don't want to be left behind because we're not taking the vaccine, but we want to get as much information as possible so that we are putting ourselves in better hands and not at great risk.
What's going on, family? Welcome to the Truth with Proof Show. I am your host, your main man, Proving the Play, and I got two special guests, the dynamic duo of entrepreneurs, Kay, the Paint Lady Barnett, and Michael Carter. What's going on, family? How y'all feel?
What's going down?
I'm doing all right. How y'all feel?
I'm feeling good. Feeling real good.
Kay, the Paint Lady, how you feeling?
I'm all right.
Okay, just making sure you all right.
Yeah.
Make sure the mic working and all of that, because I got to make sure that's right.
Yes, I think it's working.
So what you guys, how did you guys come up and become a dynamic duo?
Okay, we want to tell that story, but before, we got a gift for you.
What do you mean you got to go, huh?
We got a gift for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a gift for you. Because I'm saying, I saw the Emmy stuff. I was like, man, Proof is doing his thing. We're going to come in here. We got to get him a gift that's going to go along with his Emmy award, right? That's going to be good for you. You could, with your Emmy, you could rock it with your Emmy. Watch this.
Okay, hold on. Rock it with the Emmy.
You could rock it with your Emmy. Watch. Hold on.
Okay.
You got to keep big money coming, right? This is a, hold on.
Oh, you got the gold, y'all? Oh, you got the, oh.
What you talking about?
What you got? Give me that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, keep big money coming, man.
Okay, I can keep big money coming.
Yeah.
You know, the proof is in your play every damn day, too. Okay. Damn, you got a gift for your boy?
Yeah, I got a gift from
I
a
like
boy.
that. Okay, well, let's get back to this.
Yeah.
'Cause I need to know about how you guys became a dynamic duo. Y'all need to stop playing with me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
It was this damn pandemic. We started with that. So I was doing hoeing and shit. That was, my podcast. That was the old podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a, like dating show. So I was trying to do merchandise. Long story short.
And shizzle.
Yes. Yeah. So I was trying to get this backpack embroidered. She told me it was going to be like, I don't know, $150. I was like, nah, I'm not. I didn't want to do that. And so he was like, well, he was like, why don't you just do it yourself? So I went, I bought me an embroidery machine. We learned it. Trying to do apparel for that. It turned into doing apparel for other people. So it really started because we was just trying to make some money. We was trying to, keep big money coming.
Oh, you're a hustler, baby.
Yes. Trying to find ways. Yes.
So is your version the same?
My version is somewhat the same. Yeah, like is it somewhat the same?
Because she was giving me a real dry.
No,
it was real dry.
No, because like we started off doing kind of the entertainment side first, right? Before the whole apparel thing, we was like doing comedy shows and stuff like that, putting on comedy shows and stuff. And the pandemic shut all that down. Can't have nobody come to no comedy show. Can't do none of that. You can't put in no events because can't nobody go nowhere. So when she was trying to do that stuff, I was like, well, man, I kind of like talking shit, and I'll do some stuff on some shirts. I'll make some shirts, right? I was like, I'll make shirts. You do your thing, and then it did. It kind of just turned into a business because I was like, well, why would we pay other people to make the stuff for you and do all the other stuff? You can make your own merchandise and sell it. So that's how that happened. But then that kind of the homeless shit kind of fell to the wayside for a minute.
The shizzles.
The shizzles, and then the Keep Big Money Coming came about.
I mean, it seems like you're kind of busy. I've been seeing you guys really working and putting on for the community, getting their shirts done. I seen you at Don Brooks basketball camp. I seen a lot of shirts. I got a couple shirts from you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys' hustle because I always see you got tables.
Yeah.
Okay. Kay the Paint Lady don't be playing no games. Okay. She do have events. We got to make sure we put that on the menu right now. Kay, how did you have you always been a painter?
No, I actually started.
Put the mic up, sweetheart.
I started drawing like 10 years ago, but we don't want to look at that. But so then I started painting. Been doing that paint classes for about 6 years now. So yeah.
Okay, and you've been doing paint classes. What made you inspired you to start having sipping painting sips?
Well, I was selling like trees and stuff, painting just trees, just basic art. And then the paint and sip lady, she came and she was like, I think you would be a great fit. Did an interview. And then she said, they sent me this long email saying, I think you need to, learn how to articulate. They didn't like the way I spoke, that type of thing. But I wasn't even thinking about doing paint and sip classes. And so I started my own. And the first time I did it, I sold it out, maybe like 30 seats. And I did it in the lobby of where I was working at the time. So yeah, so that was like 6.5 years ago.
And so you've been doing paint and sipping paints for 6 years?
Yeah, and full time for about the last 3 years. Maybe longer than that, maybe like 4 years. Yeah.
So it really took it off for you. So I mean, I think I call you guys entrepreneurs, but you guys have a lot of things going on. And so I wanted to ask you, like, how do you manage all of that? Like, because you have so many events. I think sometimes I see you almost double book. Like she got like 3-4 events all in a month and a half time frame. Then you're doing all of this stuff with Big Money, Keep Big Money Coming clothing. Like, how are you able to manage all of that?
So during the week, I promote and prepare for the events, and then I have them on the weekends. I usually do like 1 or 2 a week. So yeah.
And then when like sometimes she'll have to go to the event, and I'll be doing the booths and stuff like that or whatever. It's just whatever it takes, because I ain't paying nobody else to do it right now. We need to keep all the money coming right now because we're trying to build. So we can't afford to be paying other people to do stuff. So we just have to make it happen. Like, that's just what's going to happen. It just has to happen. And I like being busy, so I don't have no problem working and continuing to work or whatever. So it's easy. Like it seems like a lot, but it's not.
Okay, it's not a lot when it's your own business.
Right, when it's your own business. If I was working for somebody else, I'd be done quick.
That's okay. Everybody don't want. I mean, everybody like the easy money. I guess I don't know, or their own money, earning your own.
Yeah,
money.
earning their own
And
stuff.
so now, besides, because Kay the Paint Lady, she's been the ultimate paint and sip and paint hustler.
She has.
Okay, now you have been a real ultra-pro Negro. Every other year, you got another skill set you got. Okay. So I've been asking for the album. See, nobody know you sing around here because you don't do it, but at the little hole in the wall bars that I don't go to.
Look,
why you don't go?
That's past my curfew, and I don't need nothing with a bullet hole wound.
Man,
at
listen.
all. Anywho, why did you stop singing? Like, that's what I really wanted to ask you. I'm glad you're on here. Thank you, Kay the Paint Lady, for bringing y'all dynamic people on here.
Okay, man, you would ask me this right now. The real reason why I stopped singing was because I kind of just got tired of the fakeness of the whole. Because I was trying to be in the industry. I was trying to be a professional singer and all that other type of stuff or whatever, and that just I wasn't enjoying that. like the journey of that. And so I decided to do other things, which was the basketball route, which was helping take my son and help go play basketball and other type of stuff. So that became, and I was like, this music stuff can take a backseat. I'm not really feeling it. I got kicked out to church for singing R&B music. It was a mess. And I grew up in the church.
Okay.
You
got a story to tell. Yeah, that's for sure.
It's that me and singing, and it went away for a reason, because I just was like, it seemed like there was a whole lot of drama with it, just surrounded. Why am I singing? What, like, stuff like that. So I stopped, and then I like singing in front of, it's like singing for people and letting people really know I sing. And then I just miss doing it, right? I miss performing, being on stage. That's why I got back on the hole in the wall stage, the places that you heard about me being.
Man, you gotta go to like the communion or something. You can't be just going to these little joints like that, man. I ain't got no record player. I don't need to be off in there. Okay, I can't be having none of that. But I really want to know what's next for you guys. Like, what's next on the menu? What's the upcoming events, or what's next for Keep Big Money Coming?
So we're about to celebrate 2 years in business in July.
So
last year we did like an appreciation barbecue where we just, had people come out, eat free food, barbecue and stuff. So this year we're going to pretty much do the same thing, except the food not going to be free. It's like just have like vendors come out. It'll be July 16th, right? 16th, yeah. So details will come out in the next few days, week. Yeah.
Okay, so anything else y'all got? Okay, so you celebrating 2 years. Congratulations.
Appreciation.
Everybody starts a business, but everybody can't maintain it. So I really appreciate you guys maintaining it for these 2 years. But July 16th, right?
July 16th, yeah. July 16th.
Well, Proven to Play love everybody.
Of course.
But if I rate people's food 1 through 5.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Look, see, you
can rate all their food.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, I'm not the one cooking.
I will X a caterer out and never use them again. I don't care if their food not good. I'm not booking you.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, let us be the judge of that. Hey, Salmon, you think you could be a judge of that, Salmon? Because really, you've been tasting a good little. You've been getting some soul food in here, Salmon. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? One thing that always impresses me about you is you can remind it of something from Saudi. That's pretty dope. Like, everything we taste is like something, it tastes familiar. Yeah, hey man, I ain't mad at you, man. That's my brother right there for sure. So July 16th, details will come out soon. Any paint and sipping paints?
I do have one this set. Oh, it's sold out though, so I ain't gonna talk about that one.
Well,
it's a 90s paint and sip. It's on Saturday. Anyways, but I have another one. It's June 17th in Renton. It's a nude paint and sip. So we're gonna have a live model, standing there posing. Yeah.
Yeah, they some wild.
It's ladies, ladies.
Hold up. So you're doing a nude paint and sip is what you say.
It's a nude paint and sip.
So why you male model?
It's a male. I said nude. Didn't I say nude?
Oh, so you're gonna have one of them. Oh, yes. You're gonna have one of them over
model.
there.
It's a male model, and then everybody gonna be.
He gonna be bucket naked.
Anaconda.
I'm not me. Not
so you was at the audition, is what you're saying?
No, I know
he
what
wasn't
it is.
even.
No, you was saying bucket naked. I thought you was at the audition.
Cause she over here playing around. Yes.
Okay, so you gonna have a nude paint?
Yes.
That's kind of different.
Yes, I had one a couple weeks ago. It was sold out.
Did you have auditions?
No, I didn't. Somebody slid in my DM. If you watching, I'm just playing, and said, "Can he do it?" And I said, "Yeah." Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was dope, though. He was dope.
Oh, he was dope. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you kind of gave it the approval.
Yeah, because
did you at least get the picture and send it to a couple of your your advisors?
He was very confident in the DM that he sent me. I just went with it.
Okay, I ain't mad at you about that. So be on the lookout for the.
We're also gonna try to do some more comedy shows and stuff like that. Some more comedy shows. We got some puff and paints, puff and shop type of things like that.
Okay, puff and paint. Huh?
Yeah, puff and paint.
Is that gonna be on the?
No, that's gonna be on the up and up. That's gonna be people gonna be in their clothes.
I don't know if you swinging low or not. I didn't know what we were doing at the puffing. Man, I want to really thank you guys for really coming to the Truth with Proof show. I know you guys got big things big money coming, but you guys got big things coming as well. You're always hustling, so I really appreciate your hustle. Your hustle inspires me to keep going because you know I'm a hustler, baby.
You're a hustler, baby.
I definitely am, man. Salman, coming up next, family, is JC. I'm talking about music extraordinaire, and he's pretty fly too, okay? But he got some new things popping. He's a DJ around here. He got a lot of things on his menu, and he's really striving for his success. So, man, stay tuned. Coming up right after this.
Hey there, it's Trey Holiday. And of course, Besa and I had to take a trip back to Market Street Shoes to grab some items. They always know what to show us. And let me tell you, we both spent quality time to be sure we collected some amazing additions to our wardrobes. They have some of the most unique bags, shoes, and accessories. I mean, the whole shebang. It's always a good time when I get to shop with my girl Besa. Make sure you go check out Market Street Shoes, y'all, and you too can walk out with some dope gear.
When COVID first hit, I was very afraid. There was so much things that I had to keep inside because I didn't know where to place my feelings. Most of my information for COVID is from my own research. I'm a doctor in educational leadership, and when the FDA approved Pfizer, it helped me realize that the vaccination is healthy. We don't want to be left behind because we're not taking the vaccine, but we want to get as much information as possible so that we are putting ourselves in better hands and not at great risk.
Oh, yeah, family. Welcome to the Truth with Proof Show. I am your host, your main man, Proving to Play, and I got a special guest. I've been seeing this young man really playing the pianos. He started from playing the piano. He's been doing a whole lot of producing, but he got singles and EPs you probably didn't listen to because y'all ain't listening to local music. You should be, because we got some talent out here. I will say that. That's first and foremost. This young man, he's been grinding for it. And he's really, you know, you can see kind of the fruits of his labor. You can see like he's getting in his groove of his musical groove of his pocket. So I just want y'all to, you know, welcome JC on the beat. What's happening, family?
What's good, man? I'm glad to be here, man.
I'm glad that you're here, man. You know, when the ensemble come, you know what I mean? Cause you be fly. I ain't gonna lie. You and your brother. I mean, you get it from your daddy now, cause he do have his suits ready to go.
Suits on point. Man.
Yeah, his suits be on point. Okay, I will say that. But man, you know, how did you really get into music though, man? Because I think you are really a musician.
But yeah, absolutely, yeah. So yeah, you know, Pops is a pastor and everything like that. So I grew up in church. You know, I was kind of a lot of producer story, but yeah, I grew up in church and stuff like that. Just started on the drums first. We needed a drummer and stuff in the church, and then shoot, my brother got of age, and we put him on the drums, and then I had to get on keys, so we had the full band after that, and then you know, it just went on from there. That's what was really like my start to music.
Man, that is crazy. So, is it a process with you? Does your brother help you at times? Not no more.
Nah. He I mean, he be at the church. You know, he plays the second and everything. He still does his thing. But you feel me? I got my separate process to what I'm doing with my producing and everything. That's separate from my musicianship. It just kind of gave me my kickstart to me being in music. So
yeah. And so, how did you, man? Because it seemed like you really in your pocket. Yeah. How did you find that musical pocket? Because it seems like, you know, people just think it's just, you know, you're just gifted with it, and then you don't work at it at all. It just you automatically come up with music.
Well, shoot, man. Honestly, I just been kind of getting in the groove. I think a lot of times with anything you do creatively, it's like, you know, you have these waves, and you know, recently I've been like DJing and everything like that. So that's been kind of helping me like just stay creative and get back in my lane and just get back to being creative. It's definitely not just easy, you know what I'm saying, and just do your thing. But you know, you're just trying to find different ways to stay creative. You know what I'm saying?
That's great to know that you being creative like that. I tell you, anybody around here that's being creative, it takes a process. It's always your process though, and that's what makes me a great creator. Because I love I love being in my own process mode, making it happen, and then seeing what I can create. You know what I mean? I'm not a beat maker, but I could definitely get in the lab and see some pictures and some video, and really can master that. And I can kind of see how that can be. And you know, sometimes I got my own quirks and screws. Like everybody shoots right, but I don't think everybody has my same process in shooting. So so now that you in your groove, like you've been DJing, you've been really in the mix to see what sound is hot. Like, what is next for you, JC?
Shoot, man. I got a lot of things in the works right now. I do a little bit of everything. Going back to your, I like your word, entrepreneur. Negro, is that what it is?
Entrepreneur Negro. Yeah, that's the yeah. When you get up on that type of status, that means you like touching everything.
I like that.
You over here and over there, but you touching it in a positive way. Trying to keep big money coming. That's what it is.
So I mean, outside of just producing, I'm also working on a clothing brand that I'm looking to launch. Trying to do a summer drop. Like you said, I'm just into fashion. I've always been into just like dressing, putting my colors together, and just, you know, that's just kind of who I am. That's kind of makes me the person that I am. So I'm looking to launch my clothing brand this summer. So be on the lookout for that.
Can we get a hint of what the clothing line is going to be called or anything?
Yeah. You know, if you pay attention to the details, you'll know that's what it's called. Details.
Hey.
No, I'm playing now. The brand. No, the brand's called Details. I kind of came up with the name of that just because when I put like some of my outfits together, I just noticed like my mom put me on game really early, just so like matching your colors and everything. She was just like, I don't know, she just always had me matching my colors, and then from there, like now that I carried on to where I'm at now, it's just like, all right, when I put my stuff together, it'd be like, all right, I got this. I might have gold on my watch, and I might have the same color on the hat or something like that. Just putting like little stuff together to put like make your outfit pop out and put the details together. So I just always say like, pay attention to the details, and I noticed that just stuck with me, and then that's how I came up with the name for the brand. So
Details, huh?
Details.
Okay,
yes.
well, I better give me a detailed shirt or something. I know that. I know I better get a detail because you said to drop this summer. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to drop this
I'm
summer.
wearing jams all summer. Okay, it's no longer hoochie daddy shorts. That's not what we calling them. We're not calling them that no more. Okay, no, they're jams. Okay, because we're gonna jam it out. This summer, we're gonna jam it out with some real hits. You know what I mean? And I think you got some real stuff in. Like musically, I know you got something in the chamber that you're trying to wait to release. Are you gonna drop anything this summer, man? I mean, it's about to get hot, bro. I mean, I got a hoodie on right now, but you know, I'm telling you, I'm wearing jams all summer.
Look at him, man. I'm definitely trying to drop some stuff this summer. Just, you know, working with any artist, you know, sometimes you got to work with their schedule. One good thing about me is I have my own studio, so I let cats come through all the time. We're always making new music. I definitely have some unreleased stuff in the cut, but it's just
wait a minute now. How old are you for the people out here? Tell the people how old are you.
I'm 24.
20. Hey, hello, Salma. Give me put me right here, Salma. Yeah, he's 24. On studio. Okay. He's really dedicated, and he's trying to put his 10,000 hours in.
Oh, yeah,
I think he hit his. I mean, I don't know many that they got.
I'm getting close.
Their own studio at 24, like professionally with the keys and all of that, because he's a musician. Come on with it, man. JC on the beat.
Man,
I mean, you know, one thing that excited me.
What's that?
Like the EP was cool. I liked it, the EP, but when that 4 a.m. came out,
oh man,
that was my jizzle.
Hey, shout out to you, man, because a lot of people, man, like you said, some people don't, you know, show love. And I noticed, like, you feel me? Like, I have to give you your flowers too. Like, when I dropped that song, you was showing love, you know, pushing it out. And, you know, that's what it takes. It takes a village, you know, to get our music out. And so I appreciate you even having a platform to let people, you know, share their music and stuff like that. But
I'd be doing it injustice if I see greatness and not,
absolutely.
not tell somebody else about somebody's greatness.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs to see greatness to make sure they know they can be great too. So,
sure,
that's just how I am. I'm always like that. That's how Proof's always been. You know what I mean? Just trying to make sure you guys know that somebody's watching you and admires your work. But when it's a song I like, it's in my playlist.
Yeah, nah.
Local or not, it's in my playlist. And I think that 4 a.m. was a great song. I've been waiting for, that summer hit, that banger. You know what I mean?
We got some stuff. Some stuff.
Tell the people what you produced though, local, because they don't even know that you. I mean, come on.
I mean, I've got shoot. I worked with basically like all the hot local rap, R&B kind of people. We got Paid, Mike Jack, rest in peace, Tana Money,
Django.
Django, yeah, you feel me?
The classic.
Yep, absolutely.
That is a town classic.
Yep. If you don't know that, man, I don't know where
I don't care if you're from the city, the west side. You gonna listen to that South Seattle music. That's on my playlist.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's the town cut, man. We're looking to spice it up. A lot of people, that's like probably one of my like more notable songs from the city. A lot of people know that song, but sometimes I get attached to that era and that song. So I'm really like, like going back to what we was talking about, I'm really a musician and I really want to start showcasing that in my music, which is really why I did the 4 a.m. because it's like, I can give you that, that hood classic, but I can also give you some R&B. I'll make a pop record. Like, like I enjoy music as a whole. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, really like with this summer and my next project, kind of like how we was talking about with the album, I really want to just display the musicality and just things that most people don't listen to. When you
sound like Prince right now, boy.
Man, cut it out, man.
You sound like Prince. You know how to play all the instruments.
Yeah.
You have your own process.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for somebody to deter your process.
Absolutely.
And you're a very good musician, which
I appreciate that.
Everybody say they a musician, but they just punching computer keys.
Wow.
You can actually punch them keys.
There you go. There you go, for real.
What really motivated you to say, yo, this is what I'm gonna do? Like, this is me in my space, and I'm gonna do this until I can't do this no more.
That's actually a great question. I thought I was a hooper, like everybody else, man. I thought I was a hooper. Went to beach, tried to do my thing over there. It just really didn't work out in the long run. I wanted it to work out. I really wanted it, man. I was dedicated to that thing, but everybody has their God-given gift. And even when I was playing basketball, like my dad wanted me to be in band class and take those classes. He forced me to be in band. And like, I'll be in band class. They would be reading notes. I wouldn't even read. Like, I just play everything by ear. And so like, I just always was doing music. And when basketball left me hanging and I couldn't really, go to college or do anything with it, I just always still had music, to hang on to. And I always just like dibble and dabble with it, but I never had no full support. Nobody was just like, keep going or keep going. And then one day, man, I just bought all the equipment with my own money. And I was just like, man, I'm going to give this thing a shot, man. And I just started making beats. And then I started linking up with Mike Jack. He's like one of my homeboys. Like, we really grew up together. And that's how that's the crazy thing. That's how Jungle even came about. It was actually a song before Jungle was a thing. Mike Jack did it with Make a Million, and it was called Cash Ave. And then Tana came in and did it. I didn't know he was even doing a song to it. And then that's how Jungle came about. I'm dabbling in two different stories, but I'm saying that to say, like, I just kept going at it and just, sticking with it. Music always was with me. And then, you feel me, it started breaking out for me when I seen the success with that record. And I just knew that was, it for me. Just keep going.
When you get a hit record like that, man, it kind of, you saying, nah, I'm going to give you your flowers. Now, you just gave me mine. I'm going to give you yours.
Absolutely.
That Jungle, everybody in here that's from the town know that song. And if you don't know that song, you are not from the town, buddy. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to be real honest with you. Shay, am I lying? Okay, cool. If you ain't playing that at the barbecue, if you're 30 and under and you ain't playing at the barbecue, you're not from Seattle, period.
That's another good thing. It's one of those things you can just really play. You feel me? All age groups. You know what I'm saying? It's a good little. It's got that just vibe to it. So
it definitely has a vibe to it, and it's just so us, so Seattle.
Absolutely, for sure.
And I just appreciate how you always are trying to search for your greatness. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And people 24 is just trying to still figure it out. You know what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you not knowing what you want, it's still people 24 and 25 still going for hoop dream.
Still figuring it out.
You really went for your God-given ability, which is a great thing because, you know, you have a choice in these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just got to stick with what.
I got to ask now. Wait a minute. Was your dad a musician? Your mom a musician?
Yeah. I mean, Pops plays the drums. He's the one who showed me my first chords on the keys. So obviously he was showing me church stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, shout out to Pops. You know, he know who I am. We've been in the gymnasium together plenty of times. That's my man's right there. Yeah. But he was a musician.
Yeah, nah. I mean, he still hops on the set every now and again and tries to show us who he is and what he do. But yeah, he gave me to this day, like he be hitting my phone. He's hitting me today, sending me samples like, "Hey son, I need you to produce this. I need you to produce that." So he's like, his musical mind is crazy too. Like, shout out to Pops. Like he inspires me with music too, even more than he knows. You know what I'm saying? So,
even though some like that's another thing about the process, right? What do you feel about going back and like the samples of like old? Have you listened to a lot of older records?
That's one thing that I'm really trying to get into. Like I noticed, like even how you were saying earlier when you brought that record up, sometimes I just be wanting to know the records, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely one thing in my musical journey that I want to kind of dig into, is just kind of getting into crates, the vinyl stuff. Even, I mean, it don't got to be vinyl, but just going back and listening to that older music and really seeing where stuff originated from. But I know a good song when I hear one, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, I mean, I definitely have a good musical ear when it comes to that, but I definitely still want to dig more into that older stuff.
Yeah, I think because you're a musician, I think that you can appreciate a lot more than what other people can appreciate, because you have that long array of musicality that's everybody can't have. You know what I mean? Everybody's not gifted with that. So I'm glad that you're going after your greatness, bro, because like,
appreciate it.
I want my shirt. Details on the way. Okay. Yeah. The details is on the way. I want my shirt.
Absolutely,
just making sure you know that.
That's easy.
But I really appreciate you coming on the show. You know what I mean?
It's all love.
And you just keep going for your greatness, man, because I see it in you. You know what I mean?
Sir.
And this summer better be popping with a JC banger.
We got events and everything coming up, man.
Oh, man. Shout out to Soulmates too, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Rich Bag members and all of that. Yeah, I got your DJ on here, I guess, huh? Yeah, okay. I see you. Hey, man, coming up next, I have a beautiful, beautiful voice. Jayza. Because I mess up her name all the time. Even when I met her, I messed it up then. Jayza. Oh, you gonna correct me too? Oh, okay, that was the homie, but I didn't ask you all of that. Let her correct me, man. See, this is what, okay. Salman, you gotta look at him like you looked at me Saturday, okay? That's what you got to do for me. See, Salman got my back. Listen, coming up next, Jayza is coming up to the stage, man. I really can't wait for her to tell me what she got going on and all her greatness. Salman, get me on out of here, man.
Hey guys, Jayza Gordon here. And before heading to Belize, Trey Holiday and I had to make sure we linked up with our good friends over at Market Street Shoes to, of course, grab a few things for the trip. From bags to socks, shoes, sunglasses, earrings, and more. Before going on any trip, make sure you stop at Market Street Shoes. Trust me, you'll find just what you need to make your trip not only enjoyable, but fashionable.
Everyone's invited to the prom. From the creators of the Book of Mormon, Elf and the Drowsy Chaperone, The Prom is a musical comedy about big Broadway stars on a mission to change the world and the love they discover that unites them all. The Prom makes you believe in musical comedy again. So full of happiness that you think your heart is about to burst. Everyone deserves a chance to celebrate.
On sale now. Tickets at fifthavenue.org.
When the pandemic hit, it did affect me. As a barber, I had my own personal reasons why I didn't get vaccinated. At the time, I didn't check the actual source. I thought the vaccine was developed too fast, but I was talking to a doctor and he was telling me more about the vaccine and what it can do to protect us and our family. I wanted to get back to that once was, right? I do feel safe knowing that I am vaccinated. I just hope what I'm saying is reaching into people's heads to know that this is the best decision for all of us.
What's going on, family? How are you guys? And thank you for still tuning in with the Truth or Proof show. I'm your host, your main man, Proof in the Play, and I got a beautiful soul here that has a wonderful voice, Jayza Duhon. How you doing, family?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate you. You know, when I first met you, you sung Happy Birthday, right, to T-Dub, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was outside, too, and you start rumbling. And I was like, wait a minute, who is that? I just see, I thought I seen everybody here. And it was you. Tell me how you got started into, like, how did you start singing like that?
Singing like that. Church. I went to Tabernacle in the Central District, grew up there, choir throughout, my childhood. I got to high school and I started doing voice lessons. And then I got to kind of dibble and dabble in the classical field. And my voice teacher was like, you can do this. So this is what you need to be doing. And that's where the money was at the time and where, the awards were coming and the things like that. So I just stuck with it. And that's kind of where I learned to retrain my voice. Everything that I knew from gospel and belting, I had to retrain and relearn, So it kind of makes me more versatile.
You have two different. So you was in that gospel, and that's a whole different type of singing than classical.
Yes.
So you have that's a wide range there from going from from the church to the classical music, because you have to hold tones differently there, right?
Yeah. With classical, your whole body is your instrument. Your knees could be too tight and it'll tighten up your vocal cords. Like it's a whole body flow type thing going on. You just have to be relaxed. You have to just, they're totally two different polar opposites.
Yes.
And I always was training, learn by ear in church. I never knew how to read music. And that was like the thing, you learn by ear growing up in a Black church. You feel the music. And when it came to classical, it was you feel it, but you have to be the feeling for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because, first of all, people, we have a young lady here that's a classical singer. Like, she does classical music. When's the last time you heard that? Let's give it up to that greatness first and foremost, okay? But now I gotta say, like, when you moved into classical, did you think about, because you have such a wide range, did you think about like putting music out?
Yes, I did. But that's not where my heart was, and not in the classical realm. It's more the R&B, jazz, pop, soul, funk, blues, like everything that like
about
built
no
me,
funk now, because that get a rumble all off in here.
I feel like
right there.
That's not where my heart was for me to be, singing. I love Ave Maria, but I can do everything I want. You put your mind to it, you can do it, right? But that's not where my heart was. Oh, I want a classical album, or a classical EP or a classical single. Like, I want it to be true to me and my roots. And I feel like that was something that helped me grow and push me forward. But it's not who and everything that I am as a singer, And
you want to give everybody, when you put something out, you want them to get all of you, not just
there are different aspects of us, and I want each song to be a piece of me, kind of letting people in or letting people kind of relate to something that they thought they were alone in or any situation, I want them to feel it. Yeah, that's the goal.
That feeling.
Yeah.
I definitely understand the feeling, because you can feel it, just like JC said. You can feel it when when it moves you.
Yeah.
It's a feeling that you have with it, and some music does do that to you. I mean, especially that funk and that R&B and that soul neo. It'll really touch you in some ways. So now the pandemic came and kind of messed up everybody's money flow in the artistic world.
Yeah.
Now that we're like kind of out of that, what is your plans? Like, what do you got going on? I seen you singing at Tony T's lounge, sports lounge too, a couple Fridays ago. But what is your plans?
My plans are to just keep singing. I'm doing So Far Sounds shows now in the Seattle area and other, in the region. I'm also doing some shows. I've got a show at the Blue Note, not the Blue Note, my bad. I have a show at the Royal Room for Gil Scott-Heron tribute on the 26th of June.
Wait a minute. So, because I've been at those, I've been at them little joints. They be off the.
Yeah, you find some real singers in there.
Some real singers in there. And the stage is dynamite. I really like that Royal Room, the stage and the atmosphere of it. But it's been some great ones. I seen Tribe Called Quest there at the Royal Room. And you telling me you going to do Jill Scott?
Gil Scott-Heron.
Gil Scott-Heron?
I love Jill, but it's gonna be Gil Scott-Heron.
Oh,
the man
Gil
who
Scott-Heron.
made the phrase "the revolution will not be televised."
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
So the godfather of rap as well, So
basically,
we're just trying to pay homage and
nice. Man, I thought you said Jill Scott.
Oh yeah. I
But
understand.
Gil, when you said Heron, I knew exactly who you was talking about. But
Yeah.
you almost had me like, yo,
Look, like, wait a
everybody
minute.
better go get your tickets. You better get your tickets now anyway. Okay, because she's gonna be really flowing. I really wanted to ask you a question about, like, when you have that feeling of singing, like, when you have that feeling of wanting to sing or wanting to belt out something, like your frustrations or something, how do you kind of use your creative flow to do that? Like, because I get frustrated and I just take a walk with my camera.
Yeah.
And maybe if I get one shot out of 1,000, I take. As I'm walking, I'll be okay.
Most of the time, write about it. Kind of just vibe over a beat, see what you come up with, see whatever your emotions allow to come out. Just be honest with yourself at the time and just let it come out, even if it doesn't make sense. Like you can reword it, you can turn it around and just make it sound however,
Now, if anybody wants to get in touch with you and all of that good stuff, where can they find you before I ask my next question?
Yes. So you guys can find me on Instagram at Jayza Duhon, Facebook Jayza Duhon. All of my social outlets are JayzaDuhon, and I also have Jayza, and I also have a song on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora, Apple, everywhere, called "So Caught Up," and my stage name is just Jayza, so just my first name.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, my next question is: listen, we've been talking about. Salman, you got her camera ready? Cause see, this is what I'm asking right now. Cause see, we've been talking about singing for this whole time. I need at least a little hey, me. I need at least something. Give me something real quick for the Truth with Proof show. I mean, we here.
Okay.
Can I get something?
Okay, you want a cover or original?
I don't care what you do. Okay, just let me feel it. Okay, I need to feel this.
Okay. I've been sick for the past couple days, sick of calling you baby, wondering if you okay, but I guess that's not my place anymore. Not my place anymore, yeah. 'Cause I've been so caught up on you, oh, I don't know just what to do.
This is the first on the Truth with Proof show that I got serenaded. Okay, y'all better step your game up over here. Okay, I'm sick of this. I am. I want to give a big shout out to Jayza Duhon. I really appreciate you. You striving in your greatness, sweetheart. I ain't never met or been interviewing any classical musician or classical singer at all. So I really appreciate that. And knowing that, it's not in your heart, but there's something that you can do. And you're still striving for your own greatness, even though that's part of it. So I really appreciate you coming to the show. Oh, man, I appreciate you. Now, Salman, how you feeling, baby? We almost over. Shay, you all right? Hey, man, Birds, I appreciate you coming back, man, because you out here that you was on injured reserve. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that tuned in to the Truth with Proof show. I want to give a big shout out to Jayza Duhon. I want to give a big shout out to Michael Carter and Kay Burnett, the paint lady. Keep big money coming. I need a couple. Can I get a loan? You got big money coming. I need something. Hey, Simon, I need a sliver. It would be all right. It'd be you get a sliver. Hey, man, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to JC. That young man really gonna do something with his music. Just because he's trying to put his 10,000 hours in, he's getting in the flow of what's going on with him. He's really marching into his greatness. Now, I will say this to everybody: we all we got, but damn it, we all we need, really. And with that being said, man, tune in next Tuesday, just like clockwork at 8:30, the Truth with Proof show. And I am your host, your main man, Proof in the Play. And we are on the Emmy award-winning Converge. Make sure you keep tuning in now, you hear? Salmon, get me out of here.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.